Is Ezra Miller still the Flash, and are they still doing a Flash movie with him as the Flash? I'm not sure that they are, but I've seen a lot of reports and people claiming that he is, because there was this Variety um, blurb saying that he was going to start filming it after Fantastic Beasts 3 is filming. Because, he's in that movie. He's one of the main characters in Fantastic Beasts, and he's already committed to that franchise. And they're saying that when he's done filming that, which is supposed to start filming either later this year or early next year, 2020, he's going to jump to The Flash. But there have been so many problems with The Flash, and the last we heard, he didn't even want to be The Flash anymore, play The Flash the way that Warner Brothers wanted him to play it, that it looked like he was on his way out. So I'm not so sure that that Variety information was accurate. But anyways, let's talk a bit more about it. I'm on CBR, which kind of paraphrases and summarizes a lot of it. The headline is Ezra Miller's Flash movie films after Fantastic Beasts 3. Now, as you know, he is the original Flash in the DCEU. He was a Zack Snyder hire, part of the Snyderverse, that Flash, and he was supposed to get his own movie even after, the change, when Warner Brothers wanted to leave behind the Snyderverse and pivot into the new direction, post-Justice League. Ezra Miller was still the Flash. And, he was supposed to be getting that. They were supposed to start filming that movie a long time. They hired directors, Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daley. They directed Game Night and Vacation and wrote the script for Spider-Man Homecoming. They were one of the screenwriters for that. They were going to direct the Flash movie to have it have this youthful edge, because this version of Barry Allen is youthful. Ezra Miller's a younger person, or at least he was when they started. I think he's in his mid or late 20s now, but he still, is playing that version of the Flash. But, you would always hear they were starting production, and the production would get delayed and delayed and delayed. And then the last we heard, Ezra Miller didn't want to play the Flash. They wanted to make it lighthearted and fun, but Ezra Miller didn't want to do it that way. He wanted a more darker take. And, he was kind of fighting with them to do it his way. And he had joined up with Grant Morrison, famous comic book writer, to pen a more darker, serious version of the script and send it off and see if that would work. And, people were thinking that if they rejected this darker script, that he would just back out and not be the Flash anymore. Because, he would refuse to play it the lighthearted, fun way. Kind of the more in line the tone of Aquaman. And that was the last we heard of the Flash movie. And then we heard later that Ezra Miller and Ray Fisher's contracts as the Flash and Cyborg were supposed to end, I think in May or June, which is right about now. And then no news. So a lot of us, including me, had assumed, well, I guess Ezra Miller's not the Flash anymore. But, then that Variety article came saying that Ezra Miller was going to start filming The Flash after Fantastic Beasts 3 next year. That Variety blurb said this: Variety selected Miller as part of its Power of Pride list for 2019. As you know, this is June, this is Gay Pride Month, LGBT Pride Month, and, Ezra Miller is an LGBT celebrity. He identifies, I think, as bisexual. And so they included him as one of their lists of, powerful, LGBT people or visible LGBT people in their list. He's an actor playing a superhero, right? The outlet wrote, Miller, who plays the ultra-swift superhero The Flash, will get his DC Universe standalone film as soon as he wraps up his work on the Harry Potter spin-off series Fantastic Beasts. And when I read that, I was like, really? So they're still doing that, even though he kind of doesn't want to play that role, or that's what we heard, the way they wanted him to play it and was fighting with the studio. He survived that. But, let's keep going. Earlier this year, production was delayed on Fantastic Beasts 3 as the studio reportedly wanted more time to prepare and knew it wouldn't be able to do so and still meet the July start date for filming. Production is now expected to kick off in the spring in order to hit a 2021 release date. Spring of 2020, basically. Spring of next year, so Fantastic Beasts 3 will come out in 2021. An exact production start date was not revealed for The Flash, but if true, this report would indicate Miller would start filming sometime in 2020, next year. Now, I would love it. I would personally think it's great if Ezra Miller was still The Flash, and I think that The Flash needs to have his own movie. The Flash is one of DC's, I think, one of the most popular characters in comics today, even Marvel and DC, right? People love The Flash. In large part because of the TV show where, another person, Grant Gustin, plays The Flash. But anyways, it's all these other DC movie heroes are getting their own solo films. Where's The Flash? He has a big rogues gallery. He's a popular hero. What's going on? So I think The Flash needs to and deserves to have his own movie, and I think Ezra Miller's a good actor and could play it. So if it actually turns out that he is still the Flash, and if they are still going to make a Flash movie, I'm all for it. So maybe, if this is true, it's a situation where, Ezra Miller, even though he originally didn't want to play the Flash the way they wanted him to play it, he turned in with Grant Morrison his more darker script. They either accepted it and want to go that way, or they turned it down and gave him the option and said, Ezra, we got this script from you and Grant that's darker, but we still don't want to do it. Now we're going to give you a choice. You can still play the Flash, but you got to do it our way, the lighter, happier way, like, we kind of did with Aquaman, our first movie that made $1 billion. You can still be a part of that, but, we're not taking this darker script. We're going to do it the light way. And maybe Ezra Miller was like, okay, I'm not turning down the paycheck. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. All I know is that, CBR, among many other publications that cover this kind of stuff, is saying, he's going to be filming The Flash after Fantastic Beasts 3 next year. And that came from Variety, one of the legit, entertainment trades. I don't know. I'm not sure if I believe that after all the drama we've heard with that movie, but, if it actually turns out that he is doing the Flash movie and, we're actually getting a movie about that character, one of DC's biggest characters, great. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.